Where is our movie theater? That question we have heard many Stafford residents ask for nearly a decade now. We might have some answers for you. Hello, everyone. I'm Uriah Kiser, publisher of Potomac Local News, potomaclocal.com. I'm standing here on 610 Garrisonville Road in North Stafford, in front of the site of the planned Garrison Project, the site of the long talked about movie theater for Stafford County. We've got an update on that project, and we're going to be talking about some of the controversy that is surrounding the latest developments on this Garrison project, when there might be a new movie theater maybe here at this site, and the political flyer that's raising eyebrows from a candidate who says that she worked to secure the theater when still there's no theater. There's an empty plot of land behind me. So we'll get into all that. But first, thank you for watching Potomac Local News. Thank you for subscribing to our channel and liking and commenting on our news. We always like hearing from you. If you want more local news, please go to our website, potomaclocal.com, and check it out. I update it all day long with latest local news for Manassas, Fredericksburg, and Woodbridge, and all points in between. So please go there and sign up for our free email newsletter as well. It's free. It's totally free. We send it out every day at 4 o'clock with all the news that's affecting our neighborhood. And if you like what you see and you want to help us not only keep the lights on in our newsroom, but keep the lights shining on the issues in our community that affect all of us, please consider becoming a member. Your support truly does help keep local journalism alive and the topics and coverage and news that we care about most, that affects all of us, on potomaclocal.com. So back now here in North Stafford with the Garrison Project. It's been about 10 years since I published the story about the closure of the Regal Cinemas 15 at Aquia Town Center. So we posted that story I did in 2016, 2025 now, and we are still waiting on our new movie theater here in Stafford County. But the project called the Garrison at Stafford is now back in the news. We've been talking about this for a few weeks now. What we have seen is a new proffer amendment updated for the Garrison project, and the Board of Supervisors taking that up. But before we get to that and the numbers and what it all means, and a comment from Bob Pence, the man who was building the Garrison Project and many other developments in the Washington, D.C. area, we want to talk about the political flyer that is making headlines this week, especially making the rounds on the social media channels. We are seeing a flyer from Garrisonville District Supervisor Pamela Young, who claims that she secured the new movie theater. And that flyer has been passed around because there are many saying, where is the new movie theater? Where's the plans for the new movie theater? And what we heard on the 21st of October, when Bob Pence came to address the Stafford Board of County Supervisors, is that there is no movie theater deal. There was one, but there's not one, and we'll get into that. The project the project for the Garrison dates back to 2015. And that's before Young took office. You'll remember then Mark Dudenheffer, who was the county supervisor for the Garrisonville district at that time. Young is facing Bart Randall during this upcoming election in November. And here's what he had to say about the flyer and the work to bring the movie theater to Stafford County.
He has had absolutely no communication with her constituents about what she's doing and how she's doing it. And here's what we're doing. Here's what we're engaging in. Here's what we're trying to do. And we have been literally, I'm part of her district, have been literally left out in the dark concerning any status. And then what happens? We get to the very end of the election time, and all of a sudden this revelation of, oh, yes, we're going to do this new proffer amendment. And then you get to the meeting, and the proffer amendment is I need to build townhomes and not apartments. Okay, okay, I'm okay with that. And you just have to trust us that we're going to build a movie theater. Well, none of that means that, as she said, secured, which to me means that you've obtained it, you've procured it, you've secured it. I got it in my hands. I got it. It's final. None of that happened.
Randall also questioned whether a big box movie theater makes sense in 2025, given the rise of streaming and past broken promises. He says voters deserve straight answers about what's really coming here to Garrisonville. Now, we did call Supervisor Pamela Young. We've asked her for comment. We asked her to provide a statement. We've asked her to do a video interview, and she has not responded to multiple interview requests over the course of this election season for multiple stories that we've been writing, in addition to the one we're working on now, obviously standing in front of here in the Garrisonville, the Garrison in Garrisonville. So Jeff Pence, as I said, he's the developer in all of this, and he was back before the Board of County Supervisors on the 21st. And he told supervisors that the original Regal movie theater lease fell through years ago after the company declared bankruptcy.
You're going to get what I promise. There is no piece of paper that's going to protect you from someone whose word is not good, and there is no piece of paper that is needed from someone whose word is good. You can either believe I'm going to do it or not. And I guess if someone here doesn't believe I'm going to build a movie theater, I'll invite him or her at the opening, but I sure hope the person comes and stands after the theater and says, you know, I was wrong.
Now, Pence says talks are underway, but there is no new potential operator yet, so no contract yet exists. Now, Meg Bohmke, who is the Falmouth District Supervisor, who is set to leave office at the end of December of this year, she says not everyone on this Board of County Supervisors is convinced. Bohmke voted against the latest amendment, saying that the plan was not ready for approval.
I can't even remember how many times Mark Dudenhefter, the former supervisor for the Garrisonville District, put out on Facebook that the theater is coming, the theater is coming. I mean, it became kind of a joke in the community.
Bohmke cited unresolved issues with stormwater proffers and uncertainty over the public facilities. So what did they vote on back on the 21st? Well, it was a changing of the proffers, and essentially what they did was they voted to allow more townhomes at the Garrison when construction begins than what was previously allowed. So the new breakdown is up to 303 multifamily apartment units and at least 150 townhomes, some of which some of those 150 are replacing apartments that had been approved. Pence saying that it should be able to sell more of these townhomes than apartments, and so he pushed for the changing of the zoning there and the proffers there for those. Townhomes will be built primarily on the east side of the property behind the future commercial and mixed-use buildings along Garrisonville Road. And with those new the agreements come new cash proffers, $13,500 per townhouse. It's a cash contribution payable to the Board of Supervisors, which the board can use at their discretion for any reason. There's an escalation clause attached to those that begins 2 years after the first townhouse building permit is issued. But before those new homes get built, the developer must build 150,000 square foot of commercial space before building 167 apartment units. Now, the existing $6,000 per apartment unit school proffer from 2015, that stays in place. Looks like we are about, the developer anticipates putting about 90 new children into county schools from the development that will go here. There's also an extension. This development, when it's built, it will sit between Garrisonville Road, Route 610, and behind those trees there, High Point Boulevard. So there will be an extension of High Point Boulevard to this development, and you'll be able to cut through from 610 to High Point Boulevard there. There'll also be a transit stop and sidewalks, and the new townhouses will be capped at 4 bedrooms each. So those are the developments with the new proffers. The board approved the new Garrison proffers 4-3, with Pam Young voting yes. The project still includes the theater, but again, no signed tenant, no timeline, and no construction dates yet. And as we said earlier at the top, 10 years after the last curtain closed at the Regal Cinemas at Uriah Town Center, Stafford residents are still waiting for the show to start. In North Stafford, I'm Uriah Kiser, Potomac Local News.